There's a severe misapplication of belief in faith. There are those who make their belief the truth, and so the truth the belief, and therefore there is great error in the belief. Uh, they believe in lies, they believe in falsity, and this is done by way of not first believing in truth. All things must come by way of first believing in truth, and then you move on from there. An example, there's a man, I should look up his name, who was now in the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest free fall ever. He basically jumped from almost in space from some high orbit around around the planet. Now he did that in belief and faith. He believed that he would be able to safely make that jump, but B period, U period, T period being uncompromised truth, his belief and then thus the action of faith was first founded on truth. He believed in the truth of the science that went behind his parachute, the science, discovery, and creation behind his suit that would allow him to go to the high altitude, the science behind the craft that took him up into the orbit. He believed the truth in the people having the knowledge and know-how, the experience to build the things that will allow him to safely make that incredible jump. He believed in the truth first. And it is off of that belief in the truth of these things that thus he was able to go forward in the act of faith. Faith is an action of doing something based on your belief. His action of faith was that he could make that jump based on the belief in those who were supposed to allow for his safe endeavor. He knew the truth that if things went wrong, almost if anything went wrong, that he could die and perish. He knew this truth. But he went forward in faith based off of his belief in that he could safely do it because he believed in those that were in theory guaranteeing his safety, minimizing the chance of his jumping to death and peril, jumping without anything. And so that's how we should go throughout this life. That's how we must go if we truly want to be blessed and receive blessings and receive salvation that we believe should come from God, that we can get from God, knowing, understanding that God is truth, that the blessing that we receive from truth is truth, and truth allows us to go forward in faith based on belief in truth because truth shows us the way to do things. Truth answers the questions because truth answers all questions. Truth gives us the path direction for how all things must be done. Truth gives us direction. It gives us the answers of all things that has been done. So in those instances, when we want to do things where we are lacking in the knowledge of the truth, we still have some truth. We still have some base foundation of truth of the knowledge of something. And the more that we look into it, the more that we try to increase our knowledge of something by way of truth, thus gaining wisdom of something, it is there to help us, to help guide us to make decisions. And in making those decisions, we go forward and we jump in faith.